All right, it says I'm recording, and we are showing my desktop. This is Dr. R. Jefferson George. This is Edle 6110. This is the summer of 2018. And so we're talking about week 5, and we're going to talk about correlations. And so I thought I would make 2 videos this time. And the first video will be in Excel. Let me pull up Excel. And all of you should be familiar with the database from Excel. And so what I expect you to do is to download a clean database so that you'll have that available for you. And we're just going to show you how to run a correlation in Excel. And then in the assignment, what I'm going to ask you to do is to split the file into 4 grade levels, into the 4 grade levels, and then run your correlations with each of the content areas in Excel. And the GPA. And so so first, let's go down to the very bottom, and we'll show you. We're going to run a correlation. If you look at the top here, I'm sorry. If you look at the top, we're going to run math and language, math and science, math and writing, and math and GPA. And that should give you enough of an example to be able to do the exercise. And so in Excel, we're not going to do as much in Excel as we're going to do in SPSS, but I wanted to make sure that you had this available. And so let's go down here to the bottom, and we'll just label it M and L. And then we'll go over one box to put our calculations in. Click on f of x. It says equal. Click on correlation and say OK. And it gives you 2 arrays. And so you're going so that you have 2 sets of data that you're going to see what it's called a bivariate. We're going to see what the correlation is between these 2 variables. So click here, and we already know that this is column E, and we know that it starts on E2. So let's put in E2 and then a colon. I'm sorry, E2 and colon. And then the bottom one, as you see, is 101. So E101. And now we are going to put in the next array. And we can see that language is here in the F column. And so we're going to put in F2 colon F101, and then click on the box. And as you can see, we get our formula result, but we'll click OK, and it'll put our result in the box. So then we can do the same thing with the next. If you remember the order of the variables, we have language, science, writing, and GPA. And so we come down here, and we put math and science, and then we'll just go ahead and label them math and writing, and then we'll label this one math and GPA. And so here, easy enough, we can put in our formula and click correlation and say OK. And again, we just need to put in our 2 arrays. So we'll click on one and put in, again, E2 colon E101 101, and then we'll put in our second array. We'll put in, remember this time now we're going to look at G, so put in G2 colon G101 and click that. And so now we come down here, we can see our result, click OK, it'll put it on the spreadsheet for us. And So now we're just doing our next one, which is now click f of x, correlation, say OK. First array is going to be E2 colon E101, and click the OK portion, and then we'll have H2 colon H101, and click that portion, and then we'll click OK, and we'll look at our correlation variable down here. It's called a correlation coefficient. And then we'll do the last one. Again, click on f of x, look at correlation, say OK. Look at our first array, which is our math variable, E2 colon E101. And then we'll look at our GPA variable, which, as you can see, is column J. So we can say J2 colon J101. Just check to be sure. And there, and it gives us our variable, and click OK, and it puts our variable in place. So now we have the correlation coefficient of math and language, math and science, math and writing, and math and GPA. And you can see that the strongest correlation is between math and language assessments for the entire school. Now, and so what I'm going to ask you to do is to just separate out for this exercise. I'm just going to ask you to separate out the 9th grade and do the correlations for all of the tests. So you'll have to also do math and language, math and science, math and writing, math and GPA, then do language and science, language and writing, language and GPA, and then do the remainders, writing and science, or do science next, I guess. Yes. Math, language, science and writing, science and GPA, and then so you should have them all after that. So writing and GPA would be the only other one. And so you'll do all of those in Excel so that you can see how this is done in Excel and what the correlations might look like. And so just all you have to do is just label them straight down this column, just like I did, and that way you'll be able to put them all in exactly in the same spot, and you'll see the correlations in a little row here in this column, and you'll be able to have them labeled over here, so you'll be able to know the difference. So all you have to do in Excel, turn in your file, and it should, and then that's part of the exercise. And so I'm going to end this video here, and then I'll do a second video using SPSS. So thank you all very much, and we'll open this up, come back to our screen, and we'll stop.